As you know, the Dashavatar is a very important concept, story and reality in our mythology. The 10 incarnations of Vishnu talks of the creation of this world. So, in each and every dance style, the Dashavatars of Vishnu are portrayed in various ways. In Odyssey, it has a special place because even though it is in all dance styles and it's an international or the Indian concept of Vishnu and it's his avatar, somewhere along the line Odyssey has used it at the maximum. So, good morning today, and we shall look into how and what are these 10 incarnations of Vishnu and how they have been portrayed, especially in Odyssey. These 10 incarnations, as I had said again earlier, that are called the Dashavatars. It has been commenced as a result of Vaishnavism. Hindu worship the Trinity or the Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. But as Brahma is the Srushti Karta or the creator, Maheshwar or Shiva is the Samhara Karta or the destroyer. They do not have incarnations. But as you see, Vishnu is Palanakarta, Palanakarta or the preserver, and so he comes to the earth in different incarnations again and again to restore peace and harmony and to vanquish the evil and save the good ones. So, thus is the difference of Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, because I am repeating this again to make it very clear to your young minds that many times without realizing we wonder that yes, Brahma and Shiva, why are they not incarnations? But as you see, their work of creation and destruction is not of Palankarta or preservation, and one who needs to preserve must come again and again. So, these 10 incarnations of Vishnu or the Dashavatar are Matsya, it is the fish which has upholded the Veda; Kurma, the tortoise for supporting the earth; Varaha, the boar for raising the earth; Narasimha, half lion and half man for tearing the demon; Vamana, the dwarf for cheating the Bali; Parashurama, the X-Men priest for destroying the warrior class; Rama, the warrior with bow and arrow for conquering Ravana; Balarama, the cultivator for wielding the plough; Buddha, the enlightened one for spreading compassion; and Kalki, the avenger for routing the barbarians. These incarnations very cleverly describe the evolution theory of the earth from the lower species to the higher species. As you know, fish is an aquatic vertebrate, tortoise is amphibian, boar is an animal, man lion Narasimha is half animal, half human. Vamana, the dwarf, is not a fully developed human being. Parshuram and Ram are the warriors, one who destroys the warriors and one who supports the warriors. Balaram is the cultivator and Buddha is the enlightened, man with fully grown intellect. Kalki is the avenger to punish the evil people and savior of the sadhus. This again embraces not only the Hinduism but Buddhism and agrees with Christianity to save the good ones who sustain the creation. It is also here a hint at the ecology system, in a sense, to sustain balance in the creation and the creation to thrive. Whenever the mighty ones become too big for their boots, their egos get really bloated and they think that they are the supreme power. The God takes an incarnation to subdue their pride and save the torture. This is the basic philosophy of Dashavatar. The theory of incarnation of avatar was initiated after Vedic period. The description of Vamana, Matsya and Kurma are seen in few Brahmanas like Satpatha Brahmana. Varaha, Narsimha are featured in Taittiriya Aranyaka. In Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Vishnu takes the form of different avatar to restore peace and also save and protect the mankind. 10 incarnation also find its place in the Shanti Parva of Mahabharata. The Narayana Vagha of Mahabharata mentions 10 incarnation as follows: Varaha, Vamana, Narsimha, Man, Vasudeva Krishna, Rama Bhargava, Rama Dasharathi, Hamsa, Kurma, Matsya and Kalki. Yet Harivansha gives another list of incarnation. It has excluded Matsya Kurma, one Rama from 3 Rams, that is Parshuram, Ram and Balaram, and Buddha. In their place, Padma, Datta that is Dattatreya, Keshava, Krishna are stated as avatars. Brahma Purana also agrees with the above theory. Bhagavata Purana has listed 10 incarnations or Dashavatar at 4 different places, but the names do not match with each other. Jayadeva's Dashavatar in the Gita Govinda is accepted by and large by one and all. The imagination of avatars are very ancient in Odisha, which is evident from the sculptures. A Vishnu temple built in 6th-7th century at Saintal of Bolangir district has 10 incarnations of Vishnu engraved on stone. Odia people at that time accepted Varaha, Nrusingha, Vamana, Ram and Krishnas as avatars. This has not been proven by Naveen Kumar Sahu. In many of the temples today we find Vamana, Narsimha and Varaha as Parsha Devata. In Jagannath temple, the 10 incarnations of Dashavatar found on the wall, but Lord Jagannath replaces Buddha. Dashavatar scenes are the favorite topics of Pata painting. Pata painting is a typical indigenous painting of Orissa. It is done on cloth. Dashavatar painting is usually done on a horizontal panel fit to be placed on the entrances. 10 avatars are sometimes clubbed with other episodes of Krishna's life starting from Putana Vadha, Kamsa Vadha, and sometimes elaborating scenes of each avatar are arranged to form stories along with the 10 incarnations. Many times Jagannath substitute Buddha. These paintings are available at Craft Village, Raghurajpur and other places. Playing cards, Tash, also adorn the Dashavatar painting. Navagunjara painting, Dashavatar by different poets. The theme of Dashavatar is the first song of Geet Govinda, composed by Kavi Jayadev in 12th century. Jayadev's Dashavatar in Raag Malaba, each stanza ends with Keshava Dhruta, the name of the incarnation, Meena, Kachapa, Jaya Jagadish Hare. There are many Geet Govinda as Dashavatar songs in Oriya as well as in Sanskrit. Abhinav Geeta Govinda Mahakavya in Sanskrit was written by Gajapati Purushottam Deva. But historians trace and prove that the real author was poet Divakar Mishra, as it was considered courteous by court poets to ascribe the authorship of their composition to their patrons. Example of this tradition was not new. That may be the reason for all the Bhaniteshwara in the same Gajapati Purushottama Deva. Dashavatar in Abhinava Gita Govinda was in Raag Malava Gauda. Each line of the Dashavatar repeats Namath, the name of the incarnation, Meena Kurma, Advuttama Akhila Manijana Banditam, Janana Palana Nasakarana Nilagiri Patim Chautam. The avatars are Meena, Kurma, Kola, Narasimha, Bamana, Bhrugu, Shuta, Dasharatha, Haladar, Namsura, Nisuddinam, Krishna, Kalakin, Murugram. Here the poet offers tribute to the wondrous incarnations who are the reason of creation, its preservation and destruction, and worship by the sages. Kabi Chandra Kavi Charan Pattanayak has translated to entire Geet Govinda in Oriya, keeping intact the same meter and raga. The Dashavatar was also translated by Oriya, hymn and other times performed. Gopinath Dhira is another poet who has composed the Dashavatar following Jayadeva. The last line of the couplets are Mahaprabhu Jaya Jagadish Hare Meena Rupa Dhari Bhaktana Kuttadhari Bije Niladri Shikhara Mahaprabhu Jaya Jagadish Hare Kurma Rupala Dhari Sura Sura Tari Baje Niladhari Shikhari. There are several Oriya Dashavatars and Guru Pankaj Charan Das has adopted one for his dance drama. And now we go to the Dashavatars as done in the dance and in drama. In the mid-40s, the tradition of dance presentation at suitable places or before the play was introduced by the theatre companies in Odisha. They were the three prominent companies at that time: Annapurna A, Annapurna B and Orissa Theatre of Kalicharan Pattanayak. In 1947, Lingaraj Nanda decided to present a play, Shabad Jia, the popular story of Tapoi and her 7 merchant brothers, who leave Tapoi in the custody of their wives and go for far east Java and Sumatra to trade their merchandise. It was decided a dance sequence will be presented during the scene, when they attract people to sell their merchandise in the distant land. The director Durlava Chandra Singh suggested to present a Dashavatar. He had the experience to sing it. He had to experience to sing it in the Jayadev Nataka, staged in 1943 by Kabichandra Kalicharan Pattanayak. He wanted to retain the same Raag, Shuddha Kalyan and Tal of 10 beats. He composed the bols, rhythmic syllables in the Kathak style. Guru Pankaj Charan Das choreographed the dance. Specific mudras or the hand gestures were introduced for each avatar. On the request of Durlava Singh, Dances of India by Prajesh Banerjee, containing sketches and descriptions of mudras, were consulted. Lingaraj Nanda and Advaita Charan Mohanty helped to decipher the meanings of the Sanskrit word. The dancers were Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra and his graceful wife Lakshmi Priya. Each avatar was choreographed with rhythmic interlude of bols appropriate for nritta or pure dance after each stanza. While Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra enacted the songs, Lakshmi Priya stood with Anjali Hasta as devotee of the rhythm, and the rhythmic bols were danced by a group of able dancers. The percussion accompaniment was provided by Durlava Singh himself and his talented disciple Hariharan Raut. This is a history because this item is still performed more or less like the same that was created, and it is credited to the first Odissi item. Priyambada Mohanty Hajamali wrote in her book Odissi that Dashavatar is the first work of modern choreography in Odissi. It was a landmark which started a new trend in Odissi dance, which till then had employed traditional mudras, parijas in a very limited way. Since that day, Dashavatar has become an important item in Odissi repertoire and favorite among almost all the dancers. The different gurus choreographed it in a group as well as solo. At the very first Inter-University Youth Festival at Delhi in 1954, Sri Dhirendra Patnaik represented Ravenshaw College and danced Dashavatar to beg the second prize in the male category. Same year, Sadhana Bose, a talented student of Kala Vikash Kendra, also won first prize dancing the Dashavatar at the Vasant Utsav, which was held at the Indian Association Hall in February. Again, Mayadhar Raut in the same year, that is 1954, appeared for an audition for a government scholarship under the auspices of Utkal Sangeet Natya Kala Parishad, which later became Odisha Sangeet Natak Academy. He chose to perform Dashavatar and nevertheless received the scholarship. In 1955, Jayanti Ghosh also won first prize, again dancing Dashavatar at a dance competition held in Puri. So you see how popular and well known was Dashavatar for the dancers to perform, and how well choreographed it must have been. It's very amazing. Guru Kelucharan again choreographed Dashavatar with the same bols in 1959 for solo dancing. Guru Kelucharan retained the same bolts composed by Durlava Singh but changed the Drupad bolts in Odissi Bani. Since that day, the Dashavatar became an important item in Odissi repertoire and favorite among dancers. Different gurus choreographed it in group as well as solo. Jayadeva's Dashavatar was choreographed by Guru Kelucharan Patra in 59, which are still performed by all of us. Guru Kelucharan choreographed a group composition of Dashavatar in the dance drama Geet Govind. He used still figures to represent the avatars during the songs. This item was presented in Mumbai in 75, Kolkata 81, Mukteshwar and so. Dashavatar was most often presented in group presentations and underwent countless alterations and additions. It was also presented in Varanasi by 81. Aloka Kanungo, Pranati Parija, Ratikant Mohapatra and Ilyana at Park Circus Music Conference at Kolkata by Aloka Kanungo, Sutapa Talukdar Devi Vasu, Meena and at Padatik Dance Center. In this item, the songs were enacted by the group, standing in two lines at two sides of the stage, while the two lead dancers hold poses during the song depicting the incarnations and dance with the bolts, rhythmic syllables. Kelucharan Mahapatra also choreographed the last stanza after Bhanita for the first song of Geet Govinda, Vedanu Dharate Jaganni Bahate Krishnasya Tubhyam Namaha. One stanza depicts the 10 incarnations by referring each avatar by one or two words. This was a befitting item for Mangalacharan, choreographed for Supata Talukdar in 1985. Earlier in 1970, it was choreographed to the tune of Bhuvaneshwara Mishra at Nritya Niketan, Delhi for Sonal Mansi. This was part of the dance drama Kanchi Abhijnan. Deva Prasad Das's Dashavatar was powerful, packed with lots of vigor, yet replete with facial expressions in his old style. It was different from the original choreography of Pankaj Charan Das. Almost all the dance gurus choreographed in the line of Guru Pankaj Charan Das's original choreography, but they took the liberty of few alterations. Dhruva Vishwas, known to be talented Gotupua yesteryears, chose to present Dashavatar at the Nritya Parva festival in 1997 at Bhubaneswar, organized by Central Sangeet Natak Academy. His presentation caught the eye because he made use of his talent and training during his Gotipua days. He performed several bandas to depict the 10 incarnations, and which has now almost become a habit for all the Gotipua dancers to use Dashavatar. Now let's go to Dashavatar as dance drama. Dashavatar dance drama, I think Guru Padma Shri Pankaj Charan Das choreographed Glani Samhara, a dance drama depicting the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu in Oriya language in 1975, which is still now performed. This was first choreographed for Ramadevi Women's College, Bhubaneswar, when Mrs. Sushma Tej was the principal. Later, Guru Pankaj staged it at the Sangeet Mahavidyalaya. This item is still now presented by the dancers of Odissi Dance Academy, Bhubaneswar. The script was written by Atula Mahakhuda, music by Balakrishna Das. It is like Adya Avatare Hasri, Meena Rupajale. Like Guru Pankaj Charan Das, Guru Deva Prasad Das also choreographed Dashavatar, dance drama in Odia language. Guru Hare Krishna Behera choreographed Dashavatar dance drama in 1996. Aloka Kanungo choreographed Odia Dashavatar by Gopinath Dhira in 1998. It was presented at Rabindra Sadan, Kolkata as part of her production Sthapatya Satya. The uniqueness of this choreography was that it was presented both by Gotipuas, that is the boy dancers, and the contemporary Odissi dancers. Having done a diligent research on Bandha Nritya, she embellished it with bandhas, that is the acrobatic postures at appropriate places. The music was composed by Ramahari Das and Dhaneshwar Swain in Raag Maliga and Tal Maliga. Lights was by Dinesh Poddar. Chandrasekhar Gotipua Kala Samsad from Dimir Sen performed with Shinjan Nrityalaya. It was a hit dance production, and this production has been presented at various dance festivals such as Impresario, New Delhi, in front of former President Shri R. Venkatarama in 2004, Nisha Gandhi Festival in 2004, Kalakshetra Annual Festival in 2004, Mukteshwar Dance Festival 2007, Konark Dance Festival 2013 and such. So you see, the theme of Dashavatar, though based on mythology, it is a modern approach and gives ample scope to the choreographers for innovation. Rekha Tandon also choreographed Dashavatar with the Gotipuas, boys of Raghurajpur. She used PowerPoint projections at the back and tastefully dressed the boys in boys' attire. They also used lots of acrobatics. Thus, Dashavatar has become one of the very popular themes to interpret and reinterpret the myths in the traditional way and as well as in contemporary way. I remember my teacher teaching a folklore Dashavatar in Assamese. That was Mocharupe Avataro Bhoila Protho Motoe Ugarila Chari Veda Pralaya Jale Jai Jai Ram Ram Ke, and it went 10 avatars. We enjoyed dancing all the 10 avatars, and I am sure if you learn that, you will also learn. Thank you for today. Bye.